No problem.
Get to watch your off races here.
Oh well. I'm slowly trying to learn to play Zerg, so it's good for me to see him.
Really? Nice, nice. Load up screen is starting.
Whenever I practice against a Platinum, I'll just play Zerg. Level the playing field.
Alright, here we go. You take the top.
Alright. On the top right corner, we have our Green Terran, up 1-0 in the series. Paradoxical, or however you say that.
Paradoxical.
Paradoxical.
There you go. And in the bottom left, we have Mr. DanBelnk. He is a Zerg player. He is blue. And if you look at the APMs right now, the Zerg is really tearing up the keyboard a little bit.
You can spam with the best of them.
Yeah, he's doing about 205 average right now, whereas the Terran player is only doing about, and this is APM, this is spam, 68, 69 average. So, kind of weird.
Some people just don't really care about it. I find that when I spam, I just mouse click over my probes right off the start, and I do that really quickly. It kind of warms your hand up and gets you ready for the battles where you got to really micro hard. But I don't know, to each their own. If he doesn't want to spam, he doesn't have to. Yep. 270 though, holy crap, he's maintaining that too.
Yep, 238 right now, 241 right now for the Zerg.
I'm gonna check out his view and see what he's doing. Oh, he's just got his hatchery hotkeyed and his drones hotkeyed, and he's spamming back and forth.
Yeah. Alright, so the hatchery goes down, no pool has gone down, and we will wait for the pool here. I expect it any second now, unless he's really greedy and takes like another drone, which he does.
Oh wow. No safety at all. Well, did he scout the Terran yet? No, he hasn't, so he has no idea what he's doing. He's just playing pretty greedy here.
There goes the pool. Yeah.
So it's a 15 hatch, 16 pool?
Well, it was 15-15. He queued up another drone right as that pool went down, so it looked like a 16, I guess. The Terran is going to put down look at this, a command center at the top of his ramp.
That's interesting positioning. I'm not really sure what the point of that is, because normally you would block that ramp to hide your tech to a command center, or just put the command center on the low ground and let him see it. Putting it there, you're pretty much just letting him see it and putting it far away so you don't get that immediate mining off it. I don't see the advantage to it, is what I'm trying to get across here.
Yeah, there's definitely no advantage just to putting it at the top of the ramp. I guess, you know, I guess you could stick your SCV in the hole there and just keep that wall, you know. Oh well.
See where he goes from here. Maybe he's doing some sort of trick where he wants him to see it, because he's going double gas behind it. But no follow-up tech. I would expect to see a what do you call them? Tank lab.
A factory and a tech lab?
Yes. That's what I'm trying to get to. You can tell how much I play Terran.
Yeah, he puts down a factory. Yes, he does. He puts down a factory. Oh. And is this one of the maps you can do Control W on? Yes, it is. Control W eliminates the...
Alright, on.
Excellent. So Cloud Kingdom is a friend of ours. Okay, so this SCV has been chased around this map for like ever. Finally gets killed by the Queen at the bottom of the ramp. And meanwhile, the Zerg base, we just have the pool. He is getting speed for his Zerglings. Oh, and there goes a Roach Warren. A Roach Warren does go down, and that would be starting to be made. Meanwhile, the factory did go down for the Terran player. He does have the orbital command floating over to the natural now. And meanwhile, in a weird place for the bunker, but the bunker goes down underneath the cliff, and another factory goes down in front of the bunker. Interesting placements by these buildings here.
So I'm thinking we're going to be seeing a tank marine build, judging by the reactor, and then the tech lab on the... Oh, and he lifts his bunker immediately? That's odd. Lifts
the barracks and is going to wall off with all of his buildings here. in front of his natural. So he's going to make a factory, put the barracks down. He's going to float the other factory to the top of the ramp. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Float the other factory to the top of the ramp, building a starport on the tech lab. So this is what you call your delayed 111. He expanded and then went to 111 with 2 factories.
Only he's going to be getting Hellions instead of tanks on the 111 and Banshees, it looks like.
Yep, making 2 Hellions out of the factory that's at the top of the ramp, and he has a tech lab on his factory, which is next to his main command center. Meanwhile, Zerg base, he has the Roach worn down, as you saw, and he's getting fully mined fully saturated at the natural, has his queens, blah blah. No creep spread, no extra queens for the Zerg player just yet. He only has 1 there. Yep, just the 2 queens.
He does have 20 lings in production though, and a Baneling nest, so this is looking like he's going to be looking to put on some pressure right away here.
Yep,
probably
the Terran
as soon as that Baneling
the
nest
Terran
finishes.
just drove right by the Roaches. Did the Roaches see the Hellions? I guess not. The Roaches are on their way to the Terran base. They are going to be blocked, a little bit walled off here, choked off at the front of the natural, but the Terran has nothing here. The Hellions are on their way to the other base. Oh boy. And SCV kills going down now, and focusing firing on just whatever the Roaches can focus fire on. Meanwhile, the Hellions are in the main base, the natural of the Zerg, and they're not paying attention to anything either. They just stopped. All the drones got away. What is going on here?
Oh, and the Banshee comes out, so that should clean up those Roaches,
yes,
but not before they do a whole bunch of damage. He did clean up those Hellions down in his base, though, so he can resume mining on his natural.
Yeah, I did not see what happened to the Hellions. I'm guessing they got killed by
Yeah, he got
the
surrounded
queens.
by the Lings and the
Oh,
Queen.
okay. Alright, good. And meanwhile, the Zerglings are now on their way over to the Terran base. These Banshees is hacking away at the Roaches. The Roaches are focusing down on whatever they desire here, it looks like.
That's not going to be a good engagement for him. He can't take down that bunker.
No.
He's just going to lose everything.
Right, all the Zerglings go down. He's going to try again. Going to try a little bit of try to get as much surface area on those buildings as he can around that bunker. Banelings and Zerglings here. This is crazy play by the Zergling, by the Zerg player, I should say.
Oh, he leaves the bunker with 55 health on it to go up and detonate on supply depots.
Right.
That was a little odd.
Oh man, now the Terran has 2 Banshees in the air, a tank, a Hellion. Yeah, that's going to be able to wreck anything that comes his way right now. Look at the worker kills. He did get 7 SCVs killed to the 1 that Paradoxical has. Look at the sorry.
They're tied on harvesters right now, so actually the Zerg just went down by 2. So with the mules, the Terran's actually going to be quite a bit ahead, and defended well with those Banshees and tanks. So I don't know what the Zerg player can do right now to put pressure on. I think he should just take his third and kind of bunker up a bit and try and hold off these Hellions.
Yep, Zerglings are now going into the natural end. Oh, nope. What are they doing? They don't know what they're doing. They're going to try to surround a tank. Tank gets taken out.
So 1 tank will die. I'm not really sure that was worth the 15 lings he sent in there. Oh,
he gets a second
one.
tank.
No repair on it.
Oh. Where's the repair when you need it? But yes, the second tank does go down because of those 2 hero Zerglings that were in the natural of the Terran player. Meanwhile, 2 Hellions are focusing down this hatchery. Like, this is going to do a lot. But yeah, they are here at the 3rd base, focusing down this hatchery. They're just going to wait till the Zerglings get there to chase them away. 2 queens are now over here at this 3rd hatchery, by the way. And yeah, so there you go. There's our early game madness, because these 2 players play a different style.
Yeah, this has been a weird game, that's for sure.
So we're going like kind of a mech play from the Terran. We have 2 barracks here in front of the natural, 2 factories at the top of the ramp, and we have a starport that's making a Banshee, and now a Viking. Viking comes out, and a Banshee is going to come out second. So
it's a pretty good read by him to see that the Spire timing's almost completed here, which it is almost done.
right.
And he drops Evolution Chamber 2 and 3.
Okay, yes, triple the upgrades. Because, triple the upgrades is better than double the upgrades, I guess.
I guess, depends. He must be planning on doing some sort of Ultralisk. Well, I guess the melee upgrades work for Broodlords and Ultralisks, so, and he wants range for Roaches, and I don't know. He's just doing a triple upgrade, so Good for
Okay.
him.
So we had a scout Zergling go into the third base, or what would be the third base of the Terran. So he's going to know when a command center goes over there. Meanwhile, the Terran is pushing out. He has Vikings, Terrans, Hellions all on their way over to the base. He has two Marauders here with a tank in the middle of the map. Also, another Zergling over here to the right of the map that's going to scout anything that the Terran does. Can he defend this? Well, we're going to find out right now. He has Banshees, Hellions, tank here at the third of the Zerg player.
As soon as he saw that coming, he probably should have just pulled back all of his forces, gathered up his queens, get ready to do some transfuse, but as it stands, he should be able to hold this push from going in much further than this if he keeps on building roaches and morphs in a few banelings. He should be able to stop that.
Yep, those mutas are in the air now. He has two down here at the southern part of this map. Overlords are here, though. He was trying to focus down this sport crawler. It did not fall. Meanwhile, takes those Hellions over to the natural, just roasts a whole bunch of Zerglings. You look at the units killed. 108 units killed by Paradoxical now.
Ooh. He should be able to clean this up now, though. Those Banshees can do nothing to these mutas, so he's just going to lose them all. So that pretty much puts us back on a level playing field, I would have to think. Yeah. Exact same amount of harvesters again.
Yep, 54 to 54 in a worker count. We have, in all of that action, only 7, between the two of them, just 8 total workers killed. So not a lot going on as far as the economy harassment. Whereas the worker kills, the unit kills is a whole different story. We have 116 units total killed by the Terran. Here we go, attack at the third base. The planetary fortress is trying to get done before the mutas get here to attack it. There is a two missile turrets that are being built. One gets destroyed. The other one is finished in the mineral line.
And that is a lot of mutas. He's got, what, 8, 12, 13 mutas?
Yes, that's a lot of mutas that can do a lot of harassment. He does take out the gas. A tank does siege. Not sure why it wants to siege. 2 tanks that are sieged here that the mutas can just pick off if they want. One goes down.
Interesting decision. I guess he was expecting Zergling run-bys or something to come in there.
True. Or maybe just, I'm going to set him here, and if you want to come in here, be my guest. So, okay, the mutas take a route over to the middle of the map. Mutas are now with the, Zerglings are with the mutas, and he's bringing 2 overseers, which these will see the Banshees once they're cloaked.
Yeah, it's a little odd that he's still pumping out the Banshees when he knows that many mutas are on the field. I mean, he does have a Thor out to deal with them, but Vikings are so much easier to deal with muta harassment because he can just fly from base to base right now and kill all of his SCVs, and there's not a lot he can do about it.
That's right. Here comes the mutas into the main. They're going to take out the armory. Oh.
Is he going to get it before +1 armor finishes? It looks like it.
Can he?
Oh
no!
He gets it.
He gets it. Another armory is down, by the way. It's at the north of his base here. Oop, the missile turret's trying to take out some mutas. The Thors are here to scare away the mutas also. Meanwhile, there was a large flock, we'll call them a flock of Zerglings here in the middle of the map, and they don't know where they want to go yet. They wanted to follow the mutas in, but decided not to, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, they probably would have died in a rather big hurry with Hellions and tanks all over the place. I'm not really sure what he's getting Marauders, so many Marauders for, though. I mean, I don't see a lot of roaches on the map, but I suppose he doesn't really know that.
Alright, a huge flock of Zerglings now at this Zonlaga Tower. Decides to leave the Zonlaga Tower and go somewhere else. Look at the production tab of the Terran. He is getting +2 vehicle weapons, which means them tanks are going to be really, really deadly against roaches, Zerglings, banelings, whatever else the Zerg has. Terran building armor.
That's an interesting choice.
Terran building armor, yeah. Give that extra, 3 or 4 seconds of life before dying. And he's building another factory. He does have another command center. Oh, hang on.
Gets the fungal down. That was a money fungal on all those Hellions. He just lost every single one of them.
Oh, I didn't even see where the Hellions went. Wow, missed that. Was there a
they
drop?
tried to pressure his third, and he lost them all with doing minimal damage.
Oh, I see. There's still one Hellion here. A muta is here. The mutas are here to take it out, and it goes down. I am sorry, I did not see where the Hellions went. Wow, I'm blind. Okay, he does have 2 more command centers. One's being built in the main, and an orbital command is already made in the main. If you look at the Zerg's base, I always say Zergling for Zerg for some whatever reason. It does have an infestation pit down. Hive is up. At the third base, not much going on except for his entire army. He did have the Spire up. The Spire was up, and he does have Greater Spire, does he not?
Yep, it was just completing.
It's morphing right now. Okay, there it is. Greater Spire is up, so he will be able to get Broodlords on the way. Cupboards are being made, 6 on the way right now. Mutas are going to try... Nope, they turned around. Thought they were going to try to harass this third base again. Another command center goes down, so that's 3 extra command centers, which can all obviously be made into orbital commands, give him a whole bunch of mules.
Which would definitely help right now, being that he only has 51 SCVs.
Yep.
On 3 base. That's not ideal saturation. You want around 70-ish, I would say. But with all of those mules, he'll be doing okay. The Zerg player, on the other hand, has 60 on 4 bases, so that's not ideal either. I guess there has been quite a bit of action going down in this game, which would probably explain why they didn't get to drone up to max capacity.
Yep, here we go. By the way, meanwhile, while this fight's happening, just remember that the vehicle weapons for the Terran, which means Thors, tanks, Hellions, are all going to have +3 after this upgrade is done. Okay, here we go, an attack, a push into the onto the creep. Thors are here.
He's lost so many infestors dropping those infested Terran, and I was just running him in there to die. This is not going very well for the Zerg player, but it looks like the Terran's going to pull back.
Yes, he is. He's unsieged his tanks, brings the Banshees and the Thor out of there. Meanwhile, behind it were the 6 Broodlords.
If those mutas can catch that one Thor, then he's got no AA left, and he can just follow this army around and pick it off. That Thor goes down. He's making Thors right now. He's making 2 right now. Ravens are being made, and remember, vehicle weapons level 3 now upgraded, so he does have +3 armor, and +3 weapons are now going to be complete for the Terran. A Thor can almost 2-shot a muta now. I'm not sure exactly if it's 2 or 3, but they do an insane amount of damage to them. And he's picking off this orbital command. Not sure if that's the greatest target.
Let me just give you the stats on the Zerg. The Zerg is at 0-0 Broodlords and 0-0 mutas against 3-3 army of the Terran.
That's not the scenario you want to be in. He does have 1-1 on the Broodlings, but they're just getting eaten up by that planetary fortress with the upgraded building armor.
Wow, these Thors are going to do massive damage to these Broodlords, because the Broodlords have no armor whatsoever against this Thor attack. And wow,
they're just melting to them. He's got Vikings and Thors just tearing them up, and yeah, there's the